Hello, hello, hello. We're in rough times. What is a gray screen? And I get to rewrite these words, or I stand with you, and it's allowed in social discourse to have a few words to help you along in this reality. We don't quite know what it is. A lot of writing like this, getting to know someone, or they help in interpretation of reality, or not panic too much. Who can know it all? Know very little. Specific, a writer, names, elements, descriptions. I don't want to know you too much. Any of us with each other, and words that seem to help, and it's very odd. All the interpretations of life, and a woman just says to the man, and she's got some words and her fingers near them, and she says, I don't know. I don't know. And show a photo, framed photo, carry it with you, and she picks up hers, and she says, there, I mean, it's kind of flowers, or some antique photo, or I like it, or, and then just a sculpture near you, and I don't know. I want to replace me, or have some calm that I'm even something, you know, and just have materials around me that say I'm something that fills in the human reality, but now I have some calm that says I'm something else, and I'm allowed to explore it, and oh, we do all right. Tell us a story, and we have some drawings on our lap, and on a board on our lap, and they help fill in that, are you telling me a story next to the human or further than the human? The format near you for book and rewriting words, and have some element, some part of dimension that allows us to just be something else, and fills it in enough that we can sort of start on it. Oh, I like that you try. She says to him, let's sit, and what words do we have that fit this other thing? Or something other. Interpretations of life, and say a scientist, big education in what humans have seen. Janie says to me, Slem, or she says, Slem, I mean, we can't do it. I can't enter into this other place, and we sit at this table, and we pick at our pancakes, and we don't have pancakes, or try to make me here, or I'm feeling the panic. He holds her hand, and they shake. In this world, what's it supposed to be? Tell me the more, she says. You are more than just this person I met and I talked to. What they seem to make of it. But he tries to tell a little story, write it down. It's not very well written. What is life? Janie just goes through her day and works at her job, but wants to talk of this too, and have sessions where they talk of it too. I want to know, she says. I want you to introduce me, and me introduce you, that this can actually be our life. Writing to express what? As there's so many tries, so many people want a piece of the pie. Part of the human landscape, so much written. What to take as an interest in what will be of any use. She says, I like this, that you got a certain distance. They sit in some special cafe where you're allowed to take out your gray screen and act stupid. So I went to bed at 1 a.m. last night. I got up once in the night, had to go to the bathroom. Slept till 9 a.m., so that's good, considering the night before it had been a 4 a.m. night and that kind of crap. So that's good. Human replenished. I had a smurgrablik the other night. Looking at girls at the internet, and oh, that's not good in terms of wrecking chi energy. Sometimes I guess I need a release or something, and oh, gross. Say it nicely. Say everything nicely. Well, in projected reality, we are part of what it takes. Rest and get up and do crap and to support a story. Whoops, there's a piece of paper in front of it. Projected so good. Grains of sand, rocks, water, a park, some waterfalls. Tell me more, she says. Be here with me. Waterfalls, some fences around. We did it. We built those fences, and we think we're a part of reality and build, and skyscrapers and cars and the fenders on cars and the engines for cars and what is ours, what just is, and suspect that someone's got to take us out of this reality and do something like this where we have helper words and we can't do this. She says to me, I didn't write this, Slam. Janie says to me, she says, I didn't write this, and I don't think I could rewrite my words or my reality or sit with you. And I want to know this, but how much meditation is needed, how much strange life is needed. Do you contact the general reader? People that don't want to panic, don't want to have a really awful life and their mind go. It's nice to dream sometimes, not of that. I had some dream, a little pink bird was nuzzling my cheek, came around every day to see me. A little girl, a child, talked to me too and liked the pink bird. I'd got that child out of some bad situation or another. She was loyal to me now. Trusted me completely. Where do I come to? What was I like as a little kid? I was okay. Mischievous, I guess. Or my mom said I had to be kept busy. And people just liked my pink bird, would walk by, drive by, comment. It made them happy. A gray screen and I don't know, some kind of flowers there, and just show me something other than you. Not a robot particularly, but other materials that are your face and film your sculpture. And I don't know, be something that is able to do more, and I guess just show a bit of you, but have drawings. Do you have another drawing? Show more of you in this context of create something else for me. What are you here? I'm just sort of a human there, and then this odd thing, apparition or creation of videos and things, and tell me a story today. Be with me as a regular human. This is no literature or videos. Oh. Focus, baby. got that child out of a bad situation. People like this. That was part of some dreams I had, or we wide awake dream that somewhere just walking in the bank or in a lineup somewhere or getting our groceries, going around the aisles, that someone notices that all is not as it is. And what are we all? Energy holed up. That humans came from great canoes paddling down great rivers. We were history. We had these things happen. They definitely happened, but what are we really? Help me with I'm struggling and in panic to even give it to you, or explore land, be amazed, explore this now, the great wilderness. Odd book and have gray screen near us, and she says to me, Janie says, she says, I can't do it, Slim. I mean, this wilderness and contribute to, this is some concept or way we can agree on, then gradually clear it out or make it ours, or there's that piece of paper again, or something like that. The wilderness of a book, finally. But the whole projected reality then, thanks, Slim, she says, I needed out of it, but kind of panic-inducing. I mean, we do our word shopping here and for clothes, or see me, and I don't know. See me, I'm dressed, or could you get up, or I don't know, get up, or see a different angle, or there's something, but just don't panic and be something in this, oh jeez, I mean, none of us really can tell what we are or have an exit, or grocery shopping, seeing something different. And Janie says to me, Slim, I definitely need to have some of this and be funny about it. And it's actually very terrible. It wasn't very pleasant. It was not an option for the human mind. Shop through words and present the dimension behind what appears to be the dimension, and stay stable, just say, what about this? A creature coming through to talk, and in a nice way, or from nice word standard population scientists of words, and can't do it. And she says, Janie says, I love to be in some other place. I'm not on drugs or drink. I'm doing it in part of my day. I know what this is, but to leave, or none of us want to panic or go mentally ill or take pills that make you into a zombie. And at this point, people are freaked out or can't recognize people as having this, or aren't sure what to say. People come up to Janie and Slim and say, we really need to have a book like this, and the gray screen that pops out from our side, and we carry it around, and we need to deal with this and know something about this and be able to rewrite the words and grab the story and have some of the story, and I need this. Janie hugs Slim, and they're so glad. How can a person be this? The O2 edge of the universe, or come in close, or come through bad patterns in a stretch of land in meditation, and now out here in life, or things are going better in this meditation or life, or the room, and built this house, and I don't know. it's a bit of a mess, and there's all my drawings and stuff, and I don't know. As if it represents all of us, that we have a chance. It's a very odd space age thing that's a messy room. You know? It's not tin cans or titanium cans, or that's too expensive, or I sing for give some of this. Such a terrible mess of what are we? This flesh, and yet there's another story you can fill to the edges of your flesh inside. It feels like something other than bones and muscles, and how things look. The room of you and humans inside their room. How do I talk through it as if it's a filter or a lens? The raw beginning scene of me, the wilderness of this, and I love to see it now. What humans did with it seemed to think they were shaping matter, nails, boards, now words. Clear out what seems to be a beginning story, and I need to chop it down, or say politely, here, shift aside, or do you want to know me? In me, come through me. Janie looks at me and she says, I sort of feel it. You're nuts, or you're great, or anyone could ask anyone, ever be well into it. She took an interest in me and read this as it was stolen from my computer, and that's a long story. Or how does she get this? Janie says, I like that there's stuff in here I don't understand at all, and then you sort of take it through, and there's something coming through your whole body. I like that you're here now. How good have I been at that with any of you? With all the readers and this system page, gray screen. We all take a little part and walk around and flip out our gray screen and have this book to work on that we can never work on. Oops, I can't. And yeah, you can. A little. Try to convince someone, not for her to take her clothes off or do something she doesn't want to do, but just the whole impression of the dimension, and as someone who has been through the panic, made it. Oh, into the writing there.